opportunities are going to arise when you can ask them. By the way, I know that I helped you with this. Do you know anyone in this field? Too many people, as I said before, network vertically. All they want is to talk to the partner, talk to the MD, talk to the vice president. But if you kind of network on your level and then people can come to you to ask, you're honestly going to be in a much better position if you've met someone before, been able to have a great conversation with them. But you can't do that if you're just staying indoors. You can't do that if you're not showing up at the events that you should be going to. Hey guys, my name is Kwesi, one of the co-founders of the Black Apprentice Network, largest diverse apprenticeship community in the UK. We currently have over 5,500 people. If you're watching and you're in, we love you. If you're watching and you're not in, we're going to love you soon because you're going to join it by the end of this video. I'm going to be talking about the 3 cheat codes that I did between, I would say 16 and 20, even though COVID was there. But the 3 cheat codes that I did to get that early career success. So the first cheat code, becoming a connector early. This comes into my networking bag that I always try to reiterate in every video. Networking, yes, network is your net worth. You've heard it 1,000 times, but becoming a connector early is probably doesn't get touched on enough. What this is people come to you when they're asking you, do you know anyone that's in this space? The reason why they're coming to you, the reason why that's going to benefit you is because opportunities are going to arise when you can ask them. By the way, I know that I helped you with this. Do you know anyone in this field? The way I did it was I was asking, I'll be real. On LinkedIn, I went through everyone's page. I followed everyone. So that when someone asked me, oh, do you know someone in, let's say, the biomed space, I did have a connection there. So I was able to kind of be that three-way middleman connection. And if that did work, if it did go off and that person that I connected did do a great job for the person I knew, I almost get some value from that. So that when I need a favor or when they want to give me an opportunity, it's just going to work. It's going to give you that early career success that I think not enough people do when it comes to networking. Too many people, as I said before, network vertically. All they want is to talk to the partner, talk to the MD, talk to the vice president. But if you kind of network on your level and then people can come to you to ask, oh, I know that you're 1 connection away or you're 2 connections away from this person, it will help because when you guys all rise, you can go to them later. Second cheat code, document everything. This is something I still struggle with today. So in my apprenticeship, we have this thing called Confluence. Confluence is like your Apple Notes, but just corporate version. The reason why it's so important to document, not even just from a thing of accountability, but when you want to tell someone exactly what you've done, you can show them a quick account of, on this day I did this, on this day I did that. And you might think that it's boring. You might think that it's just, this is like a diary or a journal. But when your manager, or when even someone that wants to learn about the work that you're doing and you want to give them a great handover, needs to know, what did you do? Like, what were you actually working on week? That documentation becomes everything. When you are forgetting the task that you're on, I know that you guys are, if you're listening in year 12, year 13, and you're going through your AS or A levels, documenting kind of looks like revision in terms of going back to the notes that you've made. But now in the corporate setting, the reason why it's so important and it's an underrated resource, you want to be able to almost give all of this information or just say, refer to my Confluence, refer to my notes. This is what I learned from this task. This is what I think you can use to do so. When you are in year 13 and you're trying to break into your apprenticeship, when you're asking someone or when you're being asked in your interview, what are some things that you're good at? Note taking, it's not easy. But if you start early, I promise you it's going to compound. It's a cheat code that doesn't get spoken about enough. We should write more and make great notes. Don't just write notes and do nice highlighting pen over it. There was people in school that always had the prettiest looking notes. Make notes in a structure that when you go back to it, you can understand. So that even when you enter the working world, your documentation isn't just pretty, but it's standardized so that when you want to give it to someone, they can really thank you for it. And I promise you the benefits are immense. My third cheat code is showing up in places where other people don't, or showing up in places where you think you just shouldn't be. The amount of events that I went to between 16 and 19, and the reason why I'm saying those years is because afterwards I became a bit more strategic and targeted with the events that I wanted to be found out or the people that I wanted to meet. But showing up in the niche events, like I'm not saying just go to like cheese board, like rating or like wine tasting, but going to the event where it's finance for people in a field that you might not have been interested in, or finance for people that can, in like, let's say actuarial scientists. I'm not saying don't go to it if you're not interested in it, but go to some events where you think, I don't know anything about this, but because I'm going to go and find out, I will be able to either help myself or I can help someone else in my community. The reason why this helped me, so I'll go back to my apprenticeship, I turned up to everything. I turned up to every event that I could possibly sign up for because I just wanted to meet many people. And you're going to enter like this time where the same familiar faces pop up. So the way that I met like Ruben and Elijah was, there was an event when we were 16 years old called Bridging the Gap from Team Blueprint. And it was helping young Black people get into university, which is funny because now we're trying to help people get into apprenticeships as well as universities now. But the reason why I say show up to those events is because the same people that you are going to from a young age, they not only are they going to become your friends, but they could help you in life later. So what that might look like is you might meet someone at I'm not going to say an ACS event, but you might meet someone at a finance conference that has come from the same area as you. A couple years down the line, you want to get into an internship that you've noticed that they have had experience at. The reason why people are going to help you is because 3 years before, when you went to that event where you didn't think that you should go to, they can connect you and be like, oh yeah, I remember you from this event. We had a great conversation. You're honestly going to be in a much better position if you've met someone before, being able to have a great conversation with them, but you can't do that if you're just staying indoors. You can't do that if you're not showing up at the events that you should be going to. So when you do have that urge or that, or should I go to that event? I might find great resource from that event. I might find a great conversation or a great connection or speak to a speaker that I didn't think I was going to speak to. You're following that person on LinkedIn, but you really think that I'm never going to be able to get my connection accepted, but they're going to speak to that. They're going to be speaking at that event. Go to it, find them. And if you don't find them, find other people that you're realizing that are like-minded because you're going to be seeing them at the same events. But those were 3 cheat codes that I generally used when I was between 16 and 19, which helped me in my early career. So going back over them again, being a great connector early as part of networking. My second tip was documenting everything. So not just having pretty notes, but having standardized notes that you can use to give out to help other people or help yourself. And the third thing is showing up where you think that you shouldn't be. So whether that is niche events, whether that is large scale events, if it's in your field or a field that's adjacent to you, so that you can meet people that are like-minded or meet people that you really think that you can't find online. And that's how I really excelled. But for more tips like this, follow myself on LinkedIn, follow the Black Apprentice Network on LinkedIn. If you're going to university, Black Undergrad is another community that is coming soon. It will be out by the time that you see this video. And yeah, ring the notification bell because we will be dropping way more videos like this. Or if you see us on TikTok, give us a follow.